How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. Back with new beer time, new brewery time. Never had this sucker before, but saw it on the shelf, had to grab it. It is Brewery Grodziska. Grodzisku, I believe is the name of the brewery, but this is Grodzisk. Browar Grodzisk. It's right on the front there. Probably butchering all this. This is their Piwo z Grodziska, which is gotta be a Grodziski because it's a light, wheat, smoky taste of a beer. 3.1%. So you're talking about low ABV jams, unpasteurized wheat beer re-fermented in a bottle. Oh man, this is old too. So here we go. This is 3 years old. Jesus Christ. Just 2.5 years old. We'll see what's what. I didn't look at dates. I didn't care on this one. It says on here that it's the only Polish-style beer. Just like in the past, it is brewed using only the Grodzisk water, Grodzisk yeast, wheat malt, dried over oak smoke. In the interwar period, it was exported to 37 countries, including China, U.S., and Africa. So, yeah. I did not know the date on this when I picked this up. So we're going to give it a whirl. Jumping out of the bottle. That could be a negative. But we'll see what's what. So you're talking about a 3.1%, 2.5-year-old Polish Grodziski. I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of excited. I saw this happen. I was like, I got to buy this fucking beer. Bottle-wise, it's absolutely fantastic. It has this kind of like a... It says Warzone W Grodzisku WLKP. Yeah. It's got... You're not going to be able to see it. It has like kind of like a parachute. And yeah, I don't know. I just love this bottle. I love the art. I love everything about it. I like Grodziskis. I mean, it's, talking about a low ABV smoke crusher, which is kind of like right up my alley. I just did a Grodziski from Wallenpaupack Brewing Company. I mean, that's kind of what you'd expect here, I guess, especially when it gets to this low ABV because of how light the beer is. I think the Wallenpaupack one I had was close to this as far as light goes, but I believe it was higher in ABV, not by much, but it's just got this soft little straw kind of washed out kind of color to it. Index finger, infinitely creamy, fluffy kind of head to it. Let's see what the nose has. Actually, that smells pretty damn good, to be perfectly honest with you. It doesn't come off as like anything negative on it. It has this really nice soft kind of smokiness to it. A little bit of soft wheat maltiness to it, and that's pretty much it. Done and done. A little bit of soft wheat, a nice little touch of smoke on there. I'm going to tell you right now, it smells pretty damn good, especially for 2.5 years old. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, there is what I would describe as a subtle staleness to it. It's an oxidative thing, but since the beer's not that big, it just comes off as more of like a staleness to it. So time hasn't treated this perfectly, but the core of the beer really is there. It does remind me a little bit of kind of just like a Czech, almost like a Czech wheat pills with a little bit of smoke to it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it because there is a bitterness to this. There's a nice little pop of bitterness. That wheat characteristic comes through. It definitely has this clean, crisp kind of lager vibe to it. And you get this kind of nice floating in the background kind of smokiness, kind of just dipping and zipping along. It's nothing too aggressive and nothing too kind of overly impactful. But I'm going to tell you right now, not knowing that this beer was 2.5 years old, I think it's delicious. It's hitting a lot of the kind of tent poles that, for me, makes a really delicious beer to begin with. You're talking about a little beer. You're talking about a crisp beer. You're talking about a relatively clean beer, especially for the time that this beer has had on it. Always like that wheat base, that grain works really well at a low ABV level, and a little touch of smoke. I mean, we're kind of dealing in exactly the kind of beers that I dig more often than not, more specifically on hot summer days. Today is 4th of July. It's like 90 degrees outside. This is the kind of the stuff I want to drink, and if I didn't know the date on this, I think I'd still just be like, I really dig on this beer. I like it. I think it's fun. It's tasty. I really want to try this fresh now because I could see this being like bonkers good because of how good it is at 2.5 years old. Just kind of speaks to the stability of the beer. And when they're talking about, in the interwar period, I don't know what actually that time was, but I would assume interwar period. Maybe that was... I don't know if that's Cold War or is that World War II. I don't know. 37 countries exported, so they had to build a beer that was stable. Distribution back then, logistically, stuff didn't move quickly. So for them to be able to pump out beer to that many different countries and for people to keep ordering them, they had to make a stable beer. So kind of testament to the brewery to have this beer, is that touch of staleness, which is essentially gone now after the third or fourth sip. It's just kind of now just that kind of soft little smoky wheatiness that is really, really fun. It's a really tasty beer. Yeah. Delicious. Especially when you kind of compartmentalize it, you put that kind of time on it. I think it's fantastic. Let's talk about is this one of the better Grodziskis I've had as late? Yeah, it's like the fourth one I've had all year, so it's on Mount Rushmore. But in general, it's kind of weird because usually when a beer is this old, I kind of hesitantly kind of don't want to put it on some kind of rating scale, because that's what Mount Rushmore is. And it's a loose interpretation of the beers I really enjoy in those styles. I'm not giving it a grade or a star or a bottle clap or any of that stuff. But it's almost like the opposite with this one. It's just I expected it to be quite a bit less delicious, so I kind of want to prop it up even a little bit more. It's probably one of the better ones I've had. Let's put it that way. Value availability on this, I bought it at Changi's Beer Distributor PA. I want to say probably paid $3 for a single, which kind of pisses me off because then I forgot. I'm like, if they have singles, they probably have 4-packs. Probably get a 4-pack of this probably for like $8. So that's me being dumb. And I pulled it off a shelf, but that being said, at Changi's, they have like 3,000 different kinds of beer, and I've never seen it anywhere else in the States. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like little smoke jammers, little Grodziskis, you like little wheat beers. I mean, this isn't, Rosh beer level smoke. It's got this nice little touch of fun little kind of drinkable smoke to it. And if that's what you dig, then you will dig this beer. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little jam. If you've had this before, please let me know what you thought and how close it is to what you remember being, especially with that amount of time on it. Yeah. Hopefully you're enjoying one of these right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.